Hi everyone, it's 2411 you today. Hope you're enjoying your day, cause I sure am. Now today's topic I'd like to discuss is about MGTOW anime characters. That's right, fictional MGTOW characters. I may not watch as much anime anymore as I used to in my youth, but from my memory, this is a list of characters in anime I felt went their own ways, so to speak. So without further ado, enjoy. The first character I would like to briefly discuss about is Sasuke Uchiha from the anime series Naruto as well as Naruto Shippuden. Sasuke, I believe, is a character that went his own way because he had a personal vendetta against his brother that drove him to the point of becoming an anti-hero for large chunks of the series. Sakura, a girl he grew up with, along with Ino and many others at the Ninja Academy, always had a thing for Sasuke, but he just wouldn't bite. Now moving on to One Piece. The next character that went their own way, so to speak, in the series, I believe, is Monkey D. Luffy, who pre-time skip had a bounty of 300 million berries, but post-time skip had a bounty of over 500 million berries. After the Sabo Odi Archipelago arc, and suffering his first real overwhelming defeat at the hands of the Shichibukai, or Warlord of the Sea, as it's called in the dub, Bartholomew Kuma, Luffy landed on Amazon Lily, the island inhabited by only women. The beautiful ruler of Amazon Lily and a warlord, Boa Hancock, fell in love with Luffy. Despite having the ability to control all men because of her beauty and devil fruit abilities, Hancock had no real effect on Luffy, which caused her to want him more. Luffy only acknowledged Hancock whenever she did things for him. As far as that, she was invisible. And now I'd like to talk about the anime series Monster, or Naoki Urasawa's Monster. Dr. Kenzo Tenma in Monster, I believe, was a man going his own way because after he was the prime suspect in a string of murders in West Germany, he simply had no time for his past girlfriend Eva Heinemann, even though she was the daughter of a prominent doctor at the hospital he worked at. Tenma, I believe, began, however, to appreciate Nina Fortner, or Anna Liebert, ironically the twin sister of Johann Liebert, the mastermind behind all those murders. Tenma, however, maintained a strictly platonic relationship with Nina. Another MGTOW from that very same series I like to talk about is Inspector Heinrich Lungi. Lungi had a wife and daughter back home, but as a detective, he stopped at nothing to follow any and all leads that he could about the fugitive on the run, Dr. Tenma. He truly believed Tenma was the man responsible for all the murders and would stop at nothing throughout the series to get a lead and bring Tenma to justice. The man even worked on his own vacation. It got so bad that his wife threatened to leave him, and he didn't care as much as he should have. Lunge went his own way because he put his work ahead of pleasure and his family. Now moving on to this anime. Another anime character I believe went his own way is Colonel Roy Mustang from the series Full Metal Alchemist, as well as Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Mustang had a female partner, Riza Hawkeye, but he just never made a move on her. I believe it was Gene Havoc from Central that had a thing for Riza long before his subsequent injuries which confined him to a wheelchair. The single life was so bad for Mustang that even his co-worker prior to his death, Colonel Mace Hughes, told him he needs to find a wife. Mustang of course just hung up his phone call with Hughes and figured the man was just fooling around and bragging about how much love he had for his wife Gracia and his daughter Alicia. The saddest moment in anime history, I believe, is when his 4-year-old daughter Alicia was asking her mother at his funeral this: "Mommy, why are they burying Daddy?" I think I'll remember that moment for the rest of my life. Now moving on. And the next series I want to talk about is Death Note. In Death Note, I believe Light Yagami was a man going his own way, so to speak, because his ambitions of a perfect and ideal world, free from crime, led him to make a lot of decisions which questioned his morals as a human being. When his stupid girlfriend Misa Amane knew too much about him, he even threatened to kill her by writing her name in the Death Note as well. Light ended up dying at the end of the series because of the contract he signed with Ryuk, the Death Note's keeper. He could no longer have any other relationships in his life. And now I'd like to talk about Clanad Afterstory. In Clanad, as well as Clanad Afterstory, Sunahara was the only guy I believe that didn't have a girlfriend. Ironically, he was also the man that probably liked girls the most. After his best friend Tomoya Okazaki graduated from high school, only to marry Nagisa Furukawa, his high school sweetheart, who was actually a year older and was held back because of illness, he saw how married life had changed Tomoya. And now I would like to talk about Yasushi from the anime series Nana. Yasushi was the cool older bald-headed dude that could usually be seen sporting a cigarette in his mouth. He was the brains behind the rock group Blast, as well as a man I truly believe went his own way. He was a lawyer, older, and had everything going for him, but I truly believe he respected his friendship with Nana Osaki too much to mess around. He ended the series single. Lastly, I just want to talk about Fairy Tail and the older and arguably most powerful wizard or mage in the Fairy Tail Guild, Gildarts Clive. Gildarts, I believe, was a man going his own way because after discovering that Canna Alberona from Fairy Tail was his own daughter, and the only reason she joined up with the guild was to get closer to him, but he was just always too busy with S-rank missions. Gildarts was such a ladies' man he couldn't even remember which woman she must have been the daughter of. Sarah, Naomi, Claire, Fina, Marie, Eliza, Jean, Sydney, the list goes on. Eventually he discovered that she must have been the child of Cornelia, the woman he said he had always loved. Gildarts leaves the show right at the beginning of the Grand Magic Games arc, just before being shown Lumen Histor by the previous guildmaster Makarov, while turning down his promotion to be the guild master. Gildarts went his own way again on a dangerous S-rank quest. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and find me on Facebook. Also, tell your friends about me, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Ciao.